Hey guys, Jen here from Raven Lou and Paper 2, and I need to go ahead and apologize because it's been a while since I filmed a video for here on YouTube. I was really honestly just frustrated with my last camera situation and the auto zoom, autofocus issues it kept giving me. So I have dug out from the attic the old handheld camcorder, and we'll see if this does any better for me on this video. If not, I'll have to try and look into some other options, but let's go ahead and get started with this one. This is a spring tote swap, and it is hosted by your crafty BFF, who is Bethany on Instagram as well as here on YouTube. For this swap, we were to make the one simple tote bag with pockets. We were to decorate one side of the tote, include a tag flip with a minimum of 5 tags, 1 springtime shaker, 4 butterfly embellishments, 6 layered flowers, 3 trim samples, a sweet treat from the store like some candy or something, 1 crafter's choice, and 1 handmade A2 greeting card. But for any time use, anything you could, you could use it for any situation basically. So here are my 2 baskets here, and they are almost as identical as they can be. And so the collection I used is Flower Market, I think, or Flower Garden, one or the other, by Carta. I'll have to look that up and I'll list it down below in the description box after I know for sure. Let me get in a little closer here. Alright, this is the front of my swap here. I have used a little chain, and I've spelled out the words bloom. That one says spring. I also have, let me just bring it a little closer. I have made my own little pattern on the front by taking the paper and cutting it up and making this little quilt pattern here. I have little handmade flowers on the front, as well as this butterfly embellishment. I also have some artificial flowers, and I have like a tiny little mushroom here from the Dollar Tree as well. And then the sides are decorated. I didn't set that back where you can see it. Hold on. Okay. So the sides are decorated with, it's like, guys, sorry about that. As you know, she's a Pomeranian, so she barks over everything. Okay, on the sides, the little pockets here, I've decorated with the a green paper and then a blue paper. I've done a quilting with some thread across, and it's just very simple. The back panel is just this pretty floral. And then the sides are also, they're both the same. And that's kind of what the outside of the packaging looks like there. All right, let me switch over so I can show you guys, or let me pull everything out and I can show you guys what's in there. With everything out, I just wanted to share another like up close view of it real quick. Just to show that the inside is kind of lined with the matching outside paper as well. And also I have made these little paper clips from a Temu die, and I've kind of added I stamped a butterfly image on there to match with the theme, and I've kind of added it to help decorate the bag, the tote as well. The easiest thing to share is going to be the sweet treat, and I've just wrapped it in this floral wrapping paper, and I've used some of that silver like sequin trim, or not even trim, like thread or yarn from Hobby Lobby, and I wrapped it and tied a little bow on there. And this is just some original flavored Pocky, the cookie dipped in the chocolate, which is really delicious. So my other thing that's going to be pretty easy here is going to be these are just a few little extras I've included in the swap here. I've decorated a little bag here with a doily, and then I've got some like glitter tulle underneath there, and then this little sticker from the collection that says bloom where you're planted, and I've decorated with little diamond dots, and I just used some washi to hold it down. And I am gifting each of my swap partners these nail wraps from the Dollar Tree. They have little bumblebees on them and cute little daisies. And I am also gifting this little flower die that I have got off of Temu. I don't know if it says what it is here. It doesn't really say what it is, but there are the numbers. Alright, let me get the next one. The item I'm sharing is my springtime shaker, and it is a shovel. shaker, and I thought it would just look really cute in the gardening tote with the theme that I had going on. And I have made a little bow here for it, and I've decorated the center of it with this little crystal looking button on there. And it's just a fun little shaker, I thought. Next are my handmade flowers, and this is how I'm packaging them. That's just that little, I think it's KS Craft small shaker bag topper, and then I have stamped love blooms on the top there. And it's kind of hard to see these through the packaging, so give me a second to open. And I have used an older Spellbinders die to make these little flowers. I think they're supposed to be like cherry blossoms. And I just cut them out in watercolor paper. And then I used a like iridescent, you can't really tell on this camera light, but they're iridescent watercolors to add a little bit of color to them. I have a yellow, a really like lavender and blue and pink. And then this is part of the die, this cute little, I don't know, I guess the center there. And then I've added little diamond dots in the center of each of those. And they are tiny little things, and we only had to make 6, but I went ahead and made 8 to kind of make up for the fact that they're kind of small. For my crafter's choice, this is how I am sending them, and these are just 2 more of those like handmade paper clips, or even I guess they could be considered like the little garden signs. And I have just stamped on them the words create and enjoy. I thought they would be fun to add to the Happy Mail. And then I've just decorated with a simple little bag topper. And this bow I've used a few times in this swap, and they're actually made by my friend Michelle, Shabby Chick here on YouTube as well. She gifted these to me like a few years ago now, and I finally found a use for them. So thank you, Michelle. My next item I'm sharing is going to be my butterfly embellishments, and this is how I am packaging them. I have just made another little like striped quilted bag topper for the top here. I've used different little tickets and a little tag from the cut aparts. And then there is this beautiful butterfly paper clip I got from like Pop Shelf. And I have a little crocheted bow I've added to the top of the tag there. I think that it's also from Temu. And the butterflies, I have layered up the different sizes, and I've added little diamond dots for little extra decoration on them. And then I took the edges. I've been watching a lot of, I think her name is Painted Bird's Nest or something along those lines. I'll link it down below. But she adds glitter to pretty much everything, and I was like, I haven't added glitter to anything in forever, and I thought it just kind of gave it that extra little touch to make them extra sparkly. So hold on real quick, I'll take them out so you guys can see them. Have them layered up on the butterfly paper that came with the collection as well. But it's a lot easier to see all the glitter and the shine and stuff in these when they're not behind the cellophane of the bag. My next item to share with you guys is going to be my handmade card. Let me just go ahead and take it out because it's already shiny. So the envelope that I am giving with it is just a plain white envelope, very boring. I have used this file to cut out this quilt-like pattern, and that was on Cricut. I'll have to try and see if I can leave a name to the creator below, and if so, I'll go ahead and I'll link that in there as well. And I just went ahead and I sewed everything down, and I added a few little extra edges just so that it fit my card nicely. And then I've added a little twine and a bow and a little wooden bee here. And then I stamped the sentiment. This is actually from the little bumblebee stamp collection at Dollar Tree, and it says you're the nicest. And I thought this card turned out absolutely beautiful. And last but not least is the behemoth that is my tag flip. Look at this mess here. It's so chunky. So I have it in the other bag over there already packaged up, and I just put it in like the hollow cello bag and tied a bow on the top, like a little burlap bow. For the top of the ring here, I have a little bow I've tied with yarn. And let me just go ahead and kind of take these tags off so that I can show each one individually. I guess I'll start at the front and work my way around to the back. Hold on, give me a second. Sorry about that. So the very first part here is actually a wooden tag that I have made, and it was just a plain wooden circle, and the beads were all they were all the natural wood color. And I had this piece of I guess it's like chipboard or whatever, and I had painted it and added it to the tag here. I painted the matching beads in those colors, and then I don't know if you can see really good on this, but I've painted tiny little hand painted flowers on the bead as well so that it matched. For my next tag, I have done this like oval shape here, and it's in that gold, and then I've done like a faux quilt on the back with the stripes again. And I've taken one of those butterflies. This one I did on vellum and used the white glitter. And then I have, it says enjoy the journey on the little green banner across the top there. And then I have a little bead here at the top that is wire wrapped in just a pink, and then a little butterfly bead as well. And then here is my second tag, and I think this is my favorite tag that I made out of the whole swap. There's a little pocket here on the side, and I have dotted each of the centers of these flowers with little diamond dots, and I used Michelle's bows again, and I added a little butterfly from the collection to them. And then I had also sewn all around the edges, and there's even a little trim at the bottom, a little black pom-pom trim. And then the secondary tag that is inside of there is this green checkered, I was going to say fabric paper from the collection. And then I've layered up some of the little flags and the little seed sentiment here, or ephemera, I'm sorry. And I dotted the center of the flower with another little diamond dot. I used some puff paint to make some little dots there. I have a tiny little mini paper clip that's shaped like a heart at the top there, and then I've also decorated with a flower bead, and I've tied some black twine on it. I guess I should go ahead and lay all these out here, huh? So you can have something to look at before I bring out the next one. And the next one is a tiny one. It's a little fella. It is a little window from the paper there, and I cut it apart. I cut two of them out so that I could give it dimension, kind of make the look 3D. And then I've added some glossy accents over the glass part there, and I've sewn around the little edge of the black tag underneath, and I added it onto that little pink scallop tag. The next tag here, I guess it could be considered a tag. If not, it's another shaker piece. It's a little watering can. Almost called it a teapot. It's a watering can, and then I just added a sticker from the collection there and added some diamond dots. And then I took the old school label maker, and I used that like turquoise color tape there, and I spelled out bloom on it. My next tag is, hold on, gotta go around the center. Yeah. So my next tag is also a tiny little like sequin shaker tag. It's the little pennants, and I have the sequin mix down below it. I'm sorry, my brain just went blank. And then I have a little die here that I have cut out of a little bumblebee to match the little bumblebee paper there. And then I have taken diamond dots in alternating colors here to go with the color of the papers, and made the little border around the tiny little tag. I have another one here, and it's the same size as that, the one with the bow there. And I have alternated between, or I had ripped the paper between these two, but I've covered it up with my trim there. And then I have contrasting thread for each of them. This one has the pink on there, and this one has the black on there. I fussy cut some flowers out from the collection, as well as a little handmade flower. And I've added a little cut apart from the collection, and then I had little puffy stickers to spell out the word bloom. I've used some crepe paper for this ruffle, and then there's the trim here, and then at the bottom the cutest, tiniest little tulip bead on that one. Also on my tag flip are my trim samples, and I have taken a chipboard tag, and I've just decorated it to match the collection there. And the two trims I'm sending are this like daisy, almost kind of like a lace looking thing, and then this is just like a pink and gold floral, and over here is a lace with some sheer to it, and then there's little pink bows on the middle of it. Also on my tag flip is, it could also be considered, I guess, a crafter's choice. It is my dangle that I've made. I made a really chunky dangle to share with my partners, and at the bottom there is this adorable little bead guy. Lots of the fluffy, or not fluffy, I'm sorry, the really large bubblegum beads. You see some of the flower beads. We've got lots and lots of flowers on here for the springtime theme. I have little charms of different birds. Some of these little guys from the Dollar Tree I've layered up. Here's another one of those cute little tulip beads. Just lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of chunky goodness here. Some bows, some flowers, and at the very top there's another little tiny bee. And oh, even these really beautiful, oh no, these really beautiful butterfly beads. They're kind of like an iridescent color. And then I have another one that's like here, where did it go? I keep losing them in all the chunkiness. Then I have like this clear one. It kind of looks like a crystal. And then at the very top, where did it go? I have this little pink crystal one, and I've added like little tiny blue beads with it. So I just made a very nice chunky dangle to go with everything. And that is everything that I am sending in the Spring Tote. Yeah, that's what it's called. Spring Tote Swap 2024, hosted by your crafty BFF, who is Bethany. Once again, here on YouTube and on Instagram. And I will post links down below for anything I might have mentioned. If I forgot something, or if you want any more information, be sure to just leave me a comment below, and I'll get back with you as soon as I can. If you guys like anything you've seen here, or you want any more of my creative stuff to look at, I am on TikTok and Instagram, and of course here on YouTube, and you can view those all under Raven Lou and Paper 2. Thanks for stopping by, guys.